synonymous to the Kundalini energy. So as the planet is going through a metamorphic shift, right, you have to preserve your sexual energy because your sexual energy is connected to your spirituality. So if you're continuously draining yourself through sexual proclivities, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard for you to ascend because your sexual biological liquids, I should say, your sexual biological liquids has a certain energy, and that Kundalini energy is conducive to the fact that when you look at that machine that has a screw inside, it's called extruder screw. That is basically the Kundalini energy that absorbs the highly technological functions of the machine, which is the body, to where it can ascend off the planet, to where you can activate the God mind, because they know that God is the highest extension of the mind, which uses elements and matter to express itself, right? I hope I'm not losing anybody here, but what you gotta understand is everything that's conducive to technological devices on this planet is an emulation of who we are. So that's why you have the influx of artificial intelligence. Because they need black synthetic matter, which is melanin, in order to activate these forms of artificial intelligence that's connected to the technocrat system of the deep state shadow government, right? So like I said, when you look at this right here, at the top it says the 12th chakra as the golden bud or flame. And that golden bud or flame is the etheric frequency, because ether is basically an amalgamation of gases that's connected to the highest energy of who you are in third density. Because when you understand everything on the planet, when everything slows down in vibration, right, it creates physical matter through the visible light spectrum, right, which is carbon, right? So like I said, you got to preserve your sexual energies. So that's why I said, when you look at this, the brain stem is connected to the serpentine energy. That's why you look at the brain stem right here, it's also connected to the endocrine system, right? Because what you got to understand is that the carbon body is an electromagnetic generator and a light code transducer, to where it transmutes the carbonated body into a crystalline state. In order to reach that crystalline state, you got to have all your 7 energy cortexes in alignment, right? You got to be in alignment. You can't be spiritually unbalanced. So now this is why you got to understand is that the heart chakra is green, because I told you before in my old videos, the heart is the seat of the soul, right? So the soul comes down to this planet, right? It's entrapped inside this matrix dome system, under a grid system, under the sleep spell of Leviathan. When the soul reincarnates back on this planet, it enters through the pineal gland, but the heart is the seat of the soul, right? So that's why only words from the heart can reach the heart. Meaning that you got to be speaking from the soul in order to revitalize, people's biological functions with the truth. So that's why sometimes when you hear people speak or whatever, you be like, man, I felt that. Man, he was going in. He know what he's talking about. That's because, your creativity, your neurological functions, when you're talking about neurocardiology, all this stuff works in symbiotic connection with your 7 energy cortexes. Now, like I said, as I said before, you cannot reach the higher dimensions or tap into the spirit of Melchizedek if you have a hater frequency on you. If you clingy, you know what I'm saying? You're judgmental, you have self-pity, you got a low vibrational frequency, it's going to steal electrons from the heart chakra. So that's like I said, when the heart chakra is closed, it basically creates particles of sodium atoms. And those particles of sodium atoms is connected to a negative frequency of the fact that when you hear people say, oh, he getting salty, or I'm mad. Like I said, the body naturally produces salt when you get mad at somebody, or you get pissed off, or you're depressed, or, when you're going through, many different forms of turmoil on this planet, when you're going through life and you going through these experiences. Like I said, the heart chakra, when you at a low vibrational frequency, it steals electrons because the body is producing particles of sodium atoms. So like I said, in order to tap in that green etheric frequency, because when you're in alignment, your aura is green. right? Which is synonymous to, I forgot what they call it. It is your energetic morphic field, because your energetic morphic field has a color band, and the color band has a color spectrum that's connected to your nervous system, which is also an emulation of your neurological functions. So if you're thinking at a high vibrational state, right, you're gonna have an aura around you. If you tapped into the love frequency, you're gonna have an aura around you, right? So that's how, you know, Mother Nature, she's, you know, that's why I said the Schumann resonance spike in itself is conducive to the fact that it's vibrating on the green etheric energy. I'm gonna show you again. It's not a coincidence that the Schumann resonance, the frequencies of it, right, the amplitude frequencies, when you look at it, it's not a coincidence that it's an emulation of the color spectrum of the heart chakra. So you gotta be vibrating from a place of balance, a place of love,